everyone, and welcome back to Tuesdays with the Teacher, the segment where you get a little sneak peek into the behind the scenes of the amazing people and the personality and a little bit of sass behind my St. Louis-based studio, Gabrielle's Studio of Music. And today I have a very special guest with me. Khushi, one of my fabulous students, is here to explain a little bit about her musical background and some of the songwriting that she's been into. And let me tell you, it's fabulous, and I'm very excited for the future that she has in songwriting, but I wanted you to get a little bit of her wisdom and hopefully some inspiration from her. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to have you start with a little bit of your background in music and why you love to sing.
I just started singing because I just started singing.
Yeah, it's like always a natural desire for you?
Yeah, it was just always if there was like some song going on in our house or something, I would just start singing it.
So you're a car singer and a shower singer?
Yeah, definitely.
Me too. It's the best. Yeah. And so did you start off playing any other instruments first? I can't remember.
I started off playing piano.
Okay.
And then that's like kind of like evolved into singing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
So when was the first time that you tried putting piano playing and singing together?
Probably like around like 10 or 11 years old.
Okay.
Once I like knew like the basics of piano, I just like started singing.
And at our upcoming concert, she's going to be playing and singing her own song for the first time ever on the stage, and I'm thrilled.
Yay.
Like seriously, it's fabulous. What song are you singing?
Falling by Harry Styles.
Yeah, and she does that every single time. We mention Harry Styles, and who else?
No.
And yeah. So would you say that those are your two biggest inspirations when it comes to songwriting?
Yes, very much. Them and like One Direction. Yeah.
I mean, like I already knew this, but they don't know your love and obsession for
big One Direction stan.
Yes. So when did you first start songwriting?
I started in like 7th grade, and I would just like kind of like write random stuff down, or like just like stuff like if I was like sad, I would just write down my feelings.
So a lot of like poetry to start with. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. And what do you think is like one of your biggest struggles with songwriting?
Well, sometimes I don't find like inspiration to like write anything, so then I just like don't have anything to write. So I'm just like stuck there, like not being able to like write the whole song. Like I'll just have like 1 line or 2 lines.
Yeah, and I mean I think that's a really common thing.
Yeah.
So if you experience that too, you are not alone. Do you have any secrets or anything that you do to kind of get yourself past that?
I just like kind of like have like other songs as my inspiration to like, write.
Oh, so you listen to a lot and get inspired by the content.
Yeah.
Okay, so then a lot of what you write, is it fair to say that it's like based on personal experience, or is it just as you're inspired?
It's both mixed together.
Okay.
Because I use my personal like experience and then I mix it in with that kind of style of music.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've helped co-write a little bit of her stuff, but she's come to the table with some really, really cool stuff. Are you working on anything right now that I don't even know about?
Kind of, but not really.
Okay. We have worked on a couple of things that we are eventually hoping to put together in an album, right?
Yeah.
So
an album?
Yes.
Next year, maybe?
Yeah. And explain kind of the idea behind what you want an album of yours to look like.
Well, there's many options.
Yes.
But there's one like kind of inspired by Niall Horan.
Shocking, right?
He has like an album called Heartbreak Weather. Yeah, stream it. And it's just like about like his breakup, but he like put it into like weather. So it's like cool.
Yeah. So I can't remember if I had told you about Sleeping at Last. Did I ever tell you about that? I hesitate to call it a band because it's literally one singer, but he writes music based on all of the elements, on all of the emotions. He wrote one for all of the planets, for all the personality Enneagram types. If I'm not saying that wrong, don't come for me. No idea how you actually pronounce it, but that very much aligns kind of like with what we talked about, making a whole story in an album to where every song kind of like tells that overall story like Heartbreak Weather does. Yeah. And I think that's a really cool way to approach songwriting in an album because that's really rare to see. And we talked a lot too about kind of getting out of the rut of writing in one emotion, and it's kind of tough to write peppy and happy songs. Yeah. So that's our challenge for right now. And then have you already started a YouTube channel?
No.
Okay, so
I want to start one soon.
Yeah, would be the eventual goal, and I'll definitely link it below whenever it happens so that you can check it out because fabulous. And then what about your own harmonies? Like harmonizing with yourself on singing.
Oh.
We talked about that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I always, whenever like other songs are playing,
Mm-hmm.
I always like start harmonizing with them.
I didn't even know this.
So I just like, it just kind of like naturally happens because most of the songs I listen to are like sung by boys.
Yes.
So I can't sing that
relate.
well.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just like start like singing high and then I just start harmonizing.
Okay, well that's like a skill that I have not seen very much of, so I'm gonna have to dive into that a little bit more because that fascinates me. And you'll see a lot of that in the upcoming concert too. So, you know, just saying, not that you can harmonize with your own self since you're already singing and playing piano, but maybe in the future you can see that. So then kind of explain to me how you feel like you have grown as a singer even in coming here to the studio.
Before, I used to just like, I don't know, I just like sing, you know, like, and now I feel like I have more technique, and like coming to your studio, I had no idea, like I did not know anything before coming to your studio, but then like when I came, I just like, you like taught me like a bunch of like techniques, like breathing techniques, and like just like a lot of stuff, like I've like the diaphragm. Yeah, I remember that.
Fun fact. Yes, big words around here for sure. Okay, I mean that's really encouraging for me too, because sometimes it feels really heavy on the technique, but I think we've made it fun in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
and you've still gotten to explore who you are as well. So I'm really excited to continue with a lot of the songwriting and maybe perform some stuff in the next concert. And stay tuned for an album, hopefully next year, which is coming up very shortly in the next couple of months. So we got to get to work on that. But I guess I will leave it with, do you have any inspiration for people who are wanting to get into songwriting that maybe feel like they have no experience or they're just scared to put their ideas on paper?
Honestly, I would just do it, go for it, and like find like a really good like vocal coach that can like help you, because if you don't feel like confident, they'll definitely like make you like more confident. They'll show you like techniques and stuff, make you better. And with songwriting, honestly, just like write all your emotions down. Like write when you feel it, like just like put it all down, because I feel like that's just like the best time instead of like sitting down and just like trying to think about like what to do. Just like when you're feeling it, just write it down.
And I think too, taking away that judgment of that it has to be perfect before you're ready to share it with anybody, or that there's only one specific way to do it. Because for me as a perfectionist, I think, well, I have to do it in the way that it's already been done 1,001 times, and then that's not my natural gift. So writing in your own style, figuring out what that is, and that just comes with practice like anything else. I know that sucks, but there's no easy way.
Yeah, and like right when you write a song, it's not gonna be perfect, because like we worked on a song that I wrote and it's like a completely different song by the time that I had like before I written and after we like edited the whole song. So
and like, that's okay too, and I'm sure it'll probably continue to change. And I wonder how much that's true. I mean, I know that that's true for a lot of popular artists too, but just to actually sit down and watch, how long did it take to write Heartbreak Weather? We have no idea. I'm sure that there's a lot of songs that didn't even make it to the album. That you'd be like, I'm never sharing this. So definitely be unafraid to share what you have, and get constructive criticism. So even if it's just with your friends and family, and then just write and write and write and try to figure out what your personal style is, and then bring it to a teacher, and they will be able to help you put more ideas on the paper. Good. Is there anything else that you would like to leave with?
Harry Styles and Niall Horan.
They're
my husbands.
Yes, we know. And you already have what wedding song are you singing?
Dress.
Yeah.
By Niall Horan.
That's the one. She's gonna walk down the aisle to marry Niall Horan and or Harry Styles, or both, at the same time. Of course, singing Dress. One might be offended that you're not singing one of their songs, though. Didn't even think about those. All right. Well, this has been an awesome conversation. Thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. And until next time, we will see you next Tuesday.